on Fusion Plus TV. On this week's show, I'm going to be talking to two special guests a little later in the show. I'll be speaking to award-winning motivational speaker and mind coach Warren Inspire Ryan. Warren's the director of Need for Success and organizer of the event Prove You Exist. I'll also be speaking to my second guest, Suraj Odukunle. Suraj is a motivational speaker and a youth mentor. Suraj is director of Seeds of Elevation and has produced an autobiographical documentary called Man in the Mirror. So we'll be speaking about that later on today. The show is live and interactive, so remember you can send us a tweet at That's What's Up UK and use the hashtag @FPTV, if that's what's up, or give the studio a call live on 0203 355 5526. Okay, so now let's check out what's up in the world of music and entertainment. February's been a very, very busy month. We've had, the BAFTAs, we've had the Grammys, and of course, Super Bowl. Did you guys get to see the Grammys? I have to give a big shout out to Sam Smith, who's representing Britain and took home 4 Grammys. So I'm like, that's a very impressive. He took home the prestigious prize for Record and Song of the Year, Best Pop Vocal Album, and Best New Artist. So again, well done, Sam. I loved his performance with Mary J. Blige. I don't know if you guys saw it, but wow, MJB, she just dropped that soul. It was such a great duet. It was actually the moment of me for the Grammys, my favourite moment. I also loved Rihanna's performance with Paul McCartney and Kanye West. She was looking stunning on the night. I don't know if you guys agree, but I'm not sure what she was thinking when she put this on for the red carpet. She's usually such a style guru, but Rihanna, I mean, send me a tweet. Is that a hit or a miss, guys? What do you think of this? But I did love her performance, I can't lie. Send me a tweet, let me know what you think of that outfit on That's What's Up UK. And Kanye, what is wrong with him? He tried to jump on the stage again during Beck's performance, or sorry, when he picked up the award for Best Album. I'm going to be talking a lot more about that with our entertainment reporter next week, Ebony G. So make sure you keep it locked. I also have to big up Ziggy Marley. He took home an album for Best Reggae album again. So, and it's also a great weekend for the Marleys. It was Bob Marley's 70th birthday last Friday, so celebrations all around. Well done to Ziggy Marley. Moving on from the Grammys to the Super Bowl, OMG. I'm still so excited since Katy Perry brought up Missy Elliott. Like, I've got so much respect for Katy now. Missy shut the place down. I was so inspired by Missy growing up, and I was so proud to see her coming out and doing her stuff at the Super Bowl. If you haven't seen it, guys, you need to check that performance out. It's a must-see. But what really shocked me is that the kids were tweeting some crazy stuff online. The kids were like, this Katy girl's gonna make Missy Elliott blow up. Like, they didn't know who she was. I just don't believe it. These are some of the real tweets. They were saying stuff like, she's trying to be the next Nicki Minaj. Like, are they crazy? She was around like 20 years before Nicki. Nicki's inspired by her just like I was. So I've got to commend Missy, and I hear she's making some more music with Timbaland very soon. So I'm gonna be looking out for that. And I'm still excited and shocked that Missy Elliott actually followed me on Twitter this weekend. OMG. I couldn't even sleep. I couldn't sleep for 2 days. So, and I got that direct message, and I sent her little messages and stuff. So who knows? Mo and Missy duet soon? Watch this space, watch this space. Okay, now we're talking about music, and I'm also talking about female talent. I think it's time to get the That's What's Up music section started and check out a very talented female rapper that's known as Amy True. Now this girl, she's true, she keeps it real. I love her vocals, her flow, her melodies, and this video, which is directed by Global Faction, is a must-see. So let's check out Something to Feel, which is produced by Crossbow.
so heavily to thrive with me. So when I ride the beat, yeah, I flow enlighteningly, igniting all the people who connect like I'm the starter key. Come at your heart as me. See, people wanna know that someone else can grasp on what they feel because it helps them grow. Subconscious meditation for good intentions. Humans, we're intelligent. In fact, we are magnificent. Yeah, didn't you know that you're amazing? Look at the sky and up the pavement. We're underpaid like our wages. Yeah, but I'm with more than any wages. I shine bright, see I'm pure as gold. You need to know that you're unique. I see these people trying to take control. I'll never let them 'cause I need my soul. All you got to do is open up, find your strength, work on your.
Wow, I love that song. You just caught me getting into it. Like, we think we saw Logic in that video there, so it's quite a good one. You can check. I'm going to have a couple more videos later on from some international artists on the show, so make sure you keep it locked. We're going to take a short break, and when we return, I'll be interviewing my first guest, Suraj Odukunle. So see you soon. Yes, babe, trust me, it's going to be fine.
Really?
This takes a picture of the baby inside my tummy and then puts it on the
bully up a trap. When I get the mic, said, nah, I get it back. Said, nah, said I'm a bully.
Now, don't go follow Shelly's phone.
When I get the mic,
Tommy,
said,
what do you think
nah, I
of your
get it
sister's
back.
phone?
Said,
Oh my
nah,
God,
said
Kel,
I'm
what
a
happened to your
bully.
hand?
Bully up a
Nothing.
trap.
No, just look, just look.
Said, nah, I get it back. Said, nah, said I'm a bully. Bully up a trap. When I get
It
the
don't look
mic,
like any
said,
hair straight
nah,
your
I
back.
get
Are you
it
trying
back.
to say that I'm lying? The headmistress would like to see Kelly and Michelle, please.
Jamie, where you been, babe?
I'm gonna put a stop to this right now, tonight.
Bully up a trap. When I get the mic, said, nah, I get it back. Said, nah, said I'm a bully up a trap. When I get the mic, said, yeah, nah, I get it back. Said, nah, said I'm.
Welcome back. You're watching That's What's Up on Fusion Plus TV. Remember, you can send us a tweet at That's What's Up UK or give the studio a call on 0203 355 5526. Now it's time for my first guest, Suraj Odukunle. But before I introduce him, let's check out his trailer for his documentary, Man in the Mirror.
I'm telling you the story from how I perceive things growing up in South London and being in Brighton. This is not to disrespect anyone, but more to enlighten and empower those about a young African man who survived the times of the trials and tribulations which could have led him to death, incarceration, or even a mental institution. I lost a lot of friends going through this transition, whether I departed or they departed.
Okay, so now we've seen the trailer of the autobiographical documentary Man in the Mirror. Let's speak to the man behind it, Suraj Odukunle. Welcome to the show.
Welcome, Sister Melanie.
Welcome. I mean, tell my viewers a little bit about yourself, you know, what you started off doing and what you're doing now currently.
It depends on what point of time.
Well, yeah.
Well, currently, I've produced a documentary called The Man in the Mirror, which I launched on September the 13th, 2014. And obviously this documentary is about issues, ongoing issues which affect young black people in the community, such as mental health, sexual and physical abuse, fostering and incarceration. It's also gives an insight on my life story as well, and some of the traumatic experiences I encountered growing up.
So I know that you did have quite a traumatic childhood, and you've gone through quite and come out quite well through it, considering. But also, how did you get to this point? Like, why did you want to create this documentary and tell the story? Because quite often, as people in our community, as black people, we don't tend to talk about our past. And how did you feel so brave to make this step?
I think what encouraged me and motivated me to write this documentary is when I started doing work with young people. So what happened was I was doing work in public schools, like primary schools, secondary schools. I was also working at referral units and just working with children who are autistic and stuff like that, and just seeing what they were going through. Just some of the situations which they were going through, you know. And,
so I see. So you were working with kids. I know you were adopted as a child. Yeah.
Yeah.
You were adopted
for a period. Yeah.
Yeah, for a period. Yeah, and then you were fostered by like a middle-class white family in Brighton. Is that right?
Yes. Yes.
So is that why you're working with kids today? Do you think your experiences that you had as a child has made you do this type of work?
Well, as I said, it was a combination of stuff, but it was mainly the motivation of, you know, working with the youth and obviously seeing what the youth of today, what experiences they're going through, you know, through like having issues at home, you know, with the parents or not having their parents
around,
available, and just, you know, things from what goes on outside on the road, on the roadside.
So I mean, so you're a motivational speaker, like sort of activist and youth mentor. Do you feel that we're lacking a lot of people like yourself today to influence the youngers?
I think there are people out there like myself, but I guess in regards to them having that exposure, I think that's something which is lacked. I think a lot of the focus is on a lot of like negative stuff within the community, and less on people who are you know, role models who have made an impact within the community.
So I mean, your documentary, Man in the Mirror, you've got a company called Seeds of Elevation.co.uk. So what's that about? How did that come about?
Well, Seeds of Elevation, I just had it there as a name. I wasn't too sure exactly. I had a couple of ideas, but I think when I created that, when I got into that working environment with the youth, it kind of all gelled together, it molded together, and, you know, I just felt having that name, Seeds of Elevation,
it's like creative, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like growing, I guess, and
exactly.
rising.
Yes.
So it's a good name. So this is a DVD here, Man in the Mirror. You've got guest features from Andrew Mohammed. It's amazing. Leah Salmon contributed, Charmaine Simpson, and it was directed by Akpi Adoro. Is this available for sale? Where can we find out? Where can we get this?
Yeah, you can pick up the documentary, The Man in the Mirror, on www.seedsofelevation.co.uk.
Wow. Get it, guys. Get on board. So, I mean, it's very interesting now that, you know, you're very positive and you're a great role model, but this isn't how you started. I know you've done a bit of hip-hop, you've been an artist. And you were Mr. Chocolicious. What's that about? Tell my viewers a bit about that side of things.
Oh, yeah. It was a completely different mindset I was in. It was at a younger stage in my life where I was doing, I was putting on events and just amongst the entertainment industry within the UK. I put on like an entertainment show in 2007 called Back to the Essence, which was hosted by Eddie Caddy.
Oh, wow.
And we had like different segments which involved like fashion shows, comedy.
Oh yeah, that's my favourite.
Yeah, you know, artists and so forth. And I think just seeing everything come together kind of inspired me to come out with an industry which dealt with, you know, having promo models and
'Cause
stuff.
you're a managing model. Come on, let's just get the dirt out here. Let's just get
Yeah.
that. You're modeling sort of glamour models and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which, you know, as I said, you know, no regrets in life. Can't be, you know,
course.
you no matter what you did, this is where you are today. So I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just kind of interested. Like you know, you was like Mr. Chocolicious, this kind of pimp guy with these glamour models.
Yeah.
But like today, you know, how did you get from there to there? Like what happened? Did you go back to Nigeria? Something happened?
Yeah. I think what happened was there's a combination of stuff really. I got into, you know, I was in a situation where I was homeless. I went through redundancy, you know, I went through a breakup with an ex and stuff like that, and things were really tough, you know. So what happened was took time out. I was in Nigeria for about a month and stuff, and I just came back with a different mindset. And
so literally a month away from the UK, and you just like it was an eye opener for you.
Yeah, it was definitely an eye opener. But I was still going through that transition. I didn't really, as I said, I didn't really make that step as of yet until I started working with children, which was probably 2 to 3 years after I come back from Nigeria. Yeah.
Wow. So I'm sure your work with the kids, you must have helped and influenced many. Is there any great stories you can tell, or you must feel quite proud when you do that?
Well, there's always a story to tell, because there's always you always come across having a different experience. Obviously, working within the institutions where, you know, children may be going on that point where they're going to become excluded, or, you know, they may not have to go back into class that day, or just different circumstances, or where, you know, you may have meetings with the parents where, you know, there's just so much like issues within the household and stuff like that.
So it's various stuff and various influences. So sort of just daily and monthly, you just go around helping people. But it must feel quite good when you do that.
Yeah, it's rewarding. It's definitely rewarding because if you know, coming from a lot of these experiences and stuff, you know, sometimes you feel that you can give them the tools and stuff like that to use within their
So they don't
daily,
make the same mistakes, I guess.
yeah,
isn't it?
exactly, in their daily environment.
Okay. So what's next for you in Seeds of Elevation? I know you've got a launch party for this Man in the Mirror. Is that?
Well, we had the launch last September. We've got like another screening coming up. On the 25th of April, which is going to involve a youth panel. And it's going to be more focused on youth who've been through a few of these experiences, and obviously them interacting with obviously the adults and parents and stuff, and just kind of just expressing how they feel, you know. And we're going to obviously try to get certain professionals down there, you know, who working within amongst these fields, and try to create some sort of bond where we can obviously provide them a platform to help them, you know, overcome these situations.
Do you think is this your first project, your first documentary? Huh?
Yeah, first time I've done
the first.
Yeah.
Do you plan on doing any more?
Yeah, I during the time of me producing this documentary, I was inspired to do another 3 more documentaries, which are coming up soon. So yeah.
So I mean, I'm quite interested because you know, so you've had quite interesting life paths and you're doing so much. But you know, I would love to do something like this. Like, how did you actually go about this? Like, what's the process? How long does it take?
It really depends. It does require a lot of planning, but I guess when you like have the vision and stuff, you know, you just things kind of
just come.
You know, yeah, exactly. They just, you know, click, and you know, I had the vision in my head, and I've obviously put that vision on pen to paper, and had like the areas I wanted to shoot in, the people I wanted to involved in the project and stuff like that. So the idea was there, but you know, it was just kind of putting a piece
getting it there, isn't
together,
it?
yeah.
I guess a lot of time people do have ideas, but it's making it happen and, and getting that goal and getting it done. So I have to commend you for that. And I just find in our community, we don't often talk about our past, or we hide a lot of stuff. So I have to commend you for speaking up and doing what you're doing. And as you know, from our past, does lead into our futures, and you know we do have to help others and the kids and give back. So I really have to commend you for what you are doing, and I wish you all the best with your future projects. So I'd like to thank you for coming on That's What's Up today. And before you go, just let my viewers know where they can find out more about you online and social media.
Yes, so the documentary is available on www.seedsofelevation.co.uk, and you can obviously go on Facebook and find me at Seeds of Elevation, which is a community group page on Facebook, or on Twitter, Seeds Elevation.
Wow, that was Siraj Odukunle, very interesting guest, very respected man and a great individual in our community. We're going to take a short break, and when I return, we'll be having some more music from some international artists, and I'll be speaking to my second guest, Warren Inspire Ryan. So make sure you keep it locked. See you soon. Welcome back. You're watching That's What's Up on Fusion Plus TV. Now it's time to get the party started with the international music section. So we're going to check out the female artist of the week. She's again representing Hawaii. I just love her. It's Marianne Ito again, but this time she's featuring Jamera Morgan, and this collab is called How I Feel. Hope you guys enjoy this. I can't wait till they come here in summer. Let's check out the video. Marianne Ito.
Feeling lonely, oh, if I could just only leave it all behind and be on the next flight. Ooh. But I stayed here on the shoreline with this devoted heart of mine, blowing kisses across the ocean blue. I'm wondering if you're feeling lonely, oh, if I could just only leave my world behind to be with you. There's no question or no doubt that I'm missing you. You left quite an impression on my heart, it's true. Though I know you for a moment, I just know it's real. The distance between us can't hold back how I feel. We said that the summer night, we said we'd be together when the time was right. But how I wish you were by my side, so I could show you how I feel.
24/7 on the clock, baby. I know you wanna see and I know you wanna be right here, right next to me. This is first class loving, no economy. Ooh, girl, I see you got a lot of patience. Phone ringing every minute, who's calling me? Is it Joanna? Is it Alicia? Put it on silent, yeah. And I ain't getting on my lane like calling. I'll be next to you in the morning. It's you I adore. You ask me if I'm sure. So I take my time and write these lyrics, studying you like it's physics. You don't have to tell me how you feel, 'cause I know.
There's no question or no doubt that I'm missing you. You left quite an impression on my heart, it's true. Though I
Rianne, I just love her vocals. I can't wait till she's on tour here later on this summer, and hopefully we'll get her on That's What's Up. So watch this space. But before we talk to my next guest, Warren Inspire Ryan, let's check out a clip that he's created of his story so far. So inspirational. Just check it out.
Welcome. It's been 1,000 days of consistent motivation and happiness, consistent focus. It started in Chicago. Take a look.
This is my story. I wake up and I realize another 24 hours. Another day to leave my footprints in this world. I change from wanting to succeed to needing to succeed. Because when we need something, we get it, no matter what. Or we die trying. Start my day at 5 a.m. Then I'm writing my goals down. I'm finding business opportunities. When I'm finished on that, I'm straight onto networking sites, spreading my knowledge and inspiring people. If it means that I can break the cycle, which most people follow. If it means I can make my own path through life, which others can follow. I'm willing to die for what I believe in. The words I stand for are faith, hard work, passion.
Before I done a video in Chicago, I was clinically depressed in a place where I felt hopeless. So this was my transformation on finding myself, so that I could find the root cause of this depression. But since doing that video, as soon as I posted it out for the world to see, the feedback started coming in. People started reaching out to me. And I started to reach out to people. And it just snowballed. It's having a huge impact in people's lives. I opened up. I told people my story, where I kept my story a secret for so long because I was ashamed of my past, of growing up on account of mistake, witnessing my mum being abused, taking drugs.
Wow, so we've seen a short clip of my next guest. Now it's time to meet him in the flesh. Warren Inspire Ryan, welcome to That's What's Up.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm good,
Thank
I'm good.
you for inviting me, Melanie.
No, thank you for coming. I mean, it's so inspirational. I mean, how old are you, 25?
25.
25 years old. He's going to be 26 soon, ladies. He's going to be 26 soon. But
Not just yet.
Not yet,
I'm
not yet.
saving every day that I get.
All right, sorry about that. But still young.
I know.
And so inspirational. I mean, I love that video. Tell my viewers a bit more about yourself. Obviously, you've seen a little bit there, but tell us some more. What are you about?
Okay, so I'm Warren, I'm 25, and I'm a mind coach. Like, I like to see myself as a mind mechanic.
How did you come up with such a title?
Do you know what? It's because, like, most people, when I you get put in a bracket, like, you're a motivational speaker. And I don't want to be put into a bracket, kind of like, what my obsession was to add value to people's lives.
Right.
And by reconditioning the mindset. So mine was all like, I invested so much time into my own mind to understand how the mind works. And then what I do now is just I share that knowledge with people that are going through, people that are dealing with depression, to people that are actually, that want to get to the next level in their sports or their careers.
Yeah, because you're a motivational speaker,
Yeah.
a mind coach, a personal trainer.
Yeah.
And you're so young and you're inspiring and giving back to so many. Now, I know growing up you had quite a troubled childhood. We don't go too much into it, but I know you had some sort of obstacles like with drugs and like growing up single parent mum, which often some people do have lives like that. But they often end up on drugs themselves, or they go down, they're in prison and stuff. How did you get through it all and remain so motivated and focused?
Do you know what I would say? The reason why I kind of broke that cycle was from like a young age. I remember when I was about 6 years old, and this is when my mum was on drugs, and I remember the police, they raided our house, and then my mum was arguing with this police officer, and I was 6, and I was behind my mum, scared at the time as well, but I remember that police officer saying to my mum, "Shut up, you," and then swore at her, "I'll put your kids in care." And I remember that so like,
vivid.
yeah, in my mind, I thought, you know what, wow, when I grow up, I'm gonna prove them wrong.
Wow, so even at such a young age
Yeah.
of 6, and that's such a vivid memory that you still
yeah,
have.
Yeah, that I still have right now, and it's just something that, because I've had my adversities in life, I wanted to just prove to people and to myself that where you once come from doesn't have to be where you end up, and the only person that can save your life is yourself. So I knew that from a young age, but I used football in that sense before because I thought, you know what, if I make it as a footballer, then that would bring a lot of money, which I can give my children a life that I never had.
Okay.
So I believe that, like, at the time I was thinking, like, I was like, God, why me? Why am I going through all of this drama and stuff? But
You were like father figure to your younger siblings, right? At what, 8?
Yeah. So my mum had me very young. She had me at 17, so she's a child still. Like, look, being 25 now, if you look at someone who's 17,
wow,
they're young. So my mum had me at 17, and she had all 4 of us by 23, 24.
Wow.
So, and that brought, like, that was a lot to take on, and she went through depression. So at the time, my mum was, when she was trying to cope with this depression, she used men and she used drugs is kind of to mask it.
Mask up the problem.
Yeah, to mask the problem. So what I saw was just that my mum was, I don't know, as a kid, seeing my mum being abused by men, things that like a child shouldn't see.
Yeah. You were open to a lot. Very young,
do you
really.
know, a lot of stuff. And then seeing my crack cocaine take over my mum, and for my mum to not be my mum no more, even if she was my mum, but she wasn't there, if you know what I mean.
So I think from what you're saying, obviously that's why you were thinking young football money, because you're thinking you want to just give back, you want to look after your younger brothers and sisters, like, you know, your family taking on that father role, and you want to give back, isn't it? That's why you wanted the football.
Do you know what I thought with the lottery that I was born on a council estate, okay, the likelihood of me being financially free was very unlikely unless I become the footballer. I think a lot of people that grew up on council estates, it's the musicians or the footballers. That was my dream, was to become a footballer. That was what I believed at the time, that I was the only thing that I was good at.
That's what you thought, yeah.
You
did get signed, right? You got
yeah,
signed?
Yeah. So I was at Bristol Rovers when I was 16 to 19, but then I got released.
Okay.
And that was just because of my just poor attitude to kind of, I got complacent.
I guess because to be a footballer is serious dedication and focus. I think a lot of people see the money, but they don't realise about the focus.
Definitely,
And maybe you weren't ready then, as you are now. So that didn't work at Bristol Rovers, and then you ended up in America as a football coach?
Yeah, so with my story is that, like, I grew up in care when I'm from 8 to around 12, 13. And the miracle was that my mum, that was using drugs, came clean. So she went to rehab, and she got us all together again as a family.
Oh, that's fantastic, yes.
Yeah, so we moved from Oxford, where all the drama, all the bullying in school, and where all, like, the sort of, like, my worst nightmares happened. We moved to a brand new city in Bristol when I was 14 years old. And the thing was with me was that I was very good at convincing people that I've had a perfect upbringing and I'm Mr. Cool Guy and I become popular at school. But the one person that I couldn't convince was myself.
Right.
And that I bottled everything inside. I didn't never use crime, or I didn't go to drugs.
Which is amazing.
Yeah, so I bottled everything inside because I wasn't living for myself, I was living for the family, my family, and also the family that I was going to have.
Yes. You seem to be someone that always thinking ahead. Even from a young age, you were always thinking a big picture.
Yeah, because I think for me, a family unit is something that I never really had, and it got taken away from me at a young age.
Yes.
So I've always desired, I remember looking in, like, Argos catalogues and looking at the families in there and thinking, like, one day that's going to be me. That's going to be me, where there's going to be no drama. And so, in order for me to do that, because I was from a council estate, I knew that I had to work harder than the average person. I had to do the things that the others are not willing to do. So I can.
But are you just telling your father wasn't around, your mum was a single parent, right? So are you just literally telling yourself this? Did you have any elders that you were looking at or inspiring you?
From what I remember, there was no one there telling me, Warren, you're going to be this, or Warren, you're going to do that. It was all kind of like my mindset.
It's all on you, all or nothing on you.
Yeah, and I think I've got a close relationship with God, so for me, it was just a very, I knew that how I was created, the way that I was created, it was, I don't know, it was like someone that, I knew that anything was possible from a young age.
I just seriously, for someone so young, like seriously, Warren has done so much. You guys need to Google him. He's got like over 50,000 followers on Twitter. You've got a massive social media presence, and he's not just influencing few, he's touching many. Tell us about what you're doing now, your events like Prove It Exist and Need for Success. What's that all about?
Okay, so going back to Bristol, where I went through, obviously, my mum, come back together with my family. I developed depression around 20, 21 years old, really deep depression where I was clinically depressed.
Wow, on medication?
Yeah, well, no, but that's what, the decision I had was take antidepressants.
Because that is bad.
Yeah, exactly, take antidepressants or find the root cause of this depression.
And again, you're deciding this.
Yeah, so the amazing in this story is that I remember going to the doctors and telling them all my issues, and literally all she did was she kind of done a scale of me, and it was like kind of severe depression because I was having panic attacks, anxiety, and she said to me, she was like, here's this medication. She made a prescription and counselling, and I just started crying. I just burst out crying because I saw it just brought back pictures of my past of seeing my mum on depression with depression as well.
It's like you're going full circle.
Yeah. So what happened was that I got home that night, and then I had a phone call. And I answered the phone, and it was like, Warren, you apply for this coaching role in America a year ago. Wow. Yeah? Someone's dropped out at the last minute. Warren, do you want to take this opportunity? And it was a Monday. And I said to him, when do I leave? And it was Monday. He went, I leave on Friday.
Wow.
So what happened was that I said, because I was in a depressed state, I had a house that I was staying in, I had a car. I said, yeah, I'll go. And then so what I did was I left everything and I flew to America.
Just in a week, just like that? That's a random call.
Yeah, so I went to America, and then I was going through this depression, but I was coaching with kids. And kids taught me the first lesson in the sense that kids fall over, they cry, they wipe themselves down, and they're back happy, they're happy again. And I realized, okay, so life isn't that bad. And then I met a speaker over there. I didn't meet him, but I watched a YouTube video of Eric Thomas. Okay. This guy is like a world-known motivational speaker. And his first video was, when you want to succeed, as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. And I watched it and it hit me. I thought, you know what, I want to be successful in life. I want to give this to my family, but I didn't want it bad enough.
Yes.
Because I was still doing things, I was still partying. I wanted as much as I was going out on a Saturday night.
But you were still young, right?
Yeah,
you were still young.
But in my mindset, what happened was that, okay, so I had to find the root cause of this depression. So I dived deep into my mindset, and the first kind of like second lesson I learned was that what you think determines how you feel.
What you put out there, they do say what you put out, you get back.
And I think when I was depressed, I was thinking about all the depressed thoughts that were making me depressed. And I started to really study the mindset, and I kind of reconditioned my mindset, because at the time I believed how I thought, like what I thought the world was how the world is. But in fact, it's not. It's what we've been programmed to think by our environment and the people that raised us.
But you just see, you talk so wide, and everything you're saying, it makes such sense. But it's just, there's a lot of people out there that just don't think how you think, Warren. And there's a lot of people that have gone through half of what you've got, and they're nowhere near as wise and clued up as you are. So how did you just become like this? I mean, that call of, it seems to me like you've got a path, and this is like your destiny to sort of give back and inspire. And I believe in life, everything happens for a reason. You can turn adversity into a positivity, which you're proving. But you know, the other people out there, some people lose their job. You know, they want to jump off trains and stuff. How do you justify the? Are they just weak-minded?
No, do you know what? I think you truly start living when you're faced with death, and I think pain or anything like that, it can break you or can make you. In my situation, it made me who I was. It broke me down first till I was at rock bottom, and the only way I could go was up. And when I was depressed, I came so close to ending my own life. And I didn't tell anyone because I hid behind a fake smile. And I stayed in my room for days, and I didn't answer the phone to no one, and I wasn't looking after myself, and I was having panic attacks. And I knew when I was in America, like, I spent every single day understanding how the mind works, understanding myself, And then once I developed my own my philosophy on my 6 principles of success, and I mastered all of them, and one of them was to know your worth.
Right.
Yeah, to know that you're 1 in 7 billion. Yeah, with that comes value. Okay, so once I knew that, then my why. And before that, I didn't have my why wasn't big enough. So just to know your why, what's your purpose? What's going to get you up before your alarm clock? The third one was giving back. Giving back because it's in your heart and not because you want to return.
Yes.
And I found when you give as well, it feels good.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
feeling,
and I think a lot of people that leave legacies are the ones that give back the most. And then a big one for me was to lose the fear of being judged.
Fear is
yeah.
The fear of doing, people just don't do so much things because they're so scared, but you have to take that plunge and take those chances in life.
So losing that fear of being judged and then having gratitude, wake up in the morning and having gratitude. I realized that you can't have gratitude and be depressed at the same time. It's not possible.
It's not going to work now.
Yeah, so gratitude was a huge one because whenever I was going through any struggle, I'd look and think there's children that are in hospital that are smiling. So when I look back at my own struggles and I feel like, boy, I'm not going through, it could be worse. And my last one was the destination. I believe we live in a world right now where people don't know where they're going. Yeah. And so having that destination gives you that momentum, knowing that you have to, like when you do the little, maybe it's a course in English or maths or wherever it is that you're going, you are motivated because you're seeing where you're going to go.
So you're motivated because you know the point, you know the objective, you know your destination.
Yeah, you know where you're going to go. So that gives you that sort of, that energy. Like people, when people meet me for the first time, they're like, Ron, you're so energetic.
Yeah,
you're so
definitely.
hyper.
It's full of it, guys.
And then what I've realized that we all have the same energy, but it's our desire that triggers it.
Or doing things that you say that you really come from the heart. Sometimes, even in 9 to 5, people are just working a job, they don't care about it. It's not coming from their heart. But, working with children, giving back, as you said, that's so rewarding. Because Warren says in that video, if you watch it all online, that you wake up at 5 a.m. Is that true?
Yeah, I think overcoming my depression, I realized that when I brought gratitude in my life, I was grateful for life in itself. And I knew that one day I wasn't going to be in this world. So therefore, if I want to make the most of my opportunity in this world, this gift that I've got, I want to make the most of it. So if I get up at 5 in the morning and I can fit more in that day, so therefore I can invest more and I can add value to people and so I want to reach billions of people. I want to make people realize their true worth, and just by giving them the tools so that I know I can't change their lives, but they can build their life with the tools that I show, because I think life's quite simple, but humans, men,
we make it complicated.
They complicate it.
We make it overcomplicated.
Mm.
Well, as I say, you're so wise for someone so young. I can only imagine what he will be doing in 10 years' time, and I think he will be reaching billions. Seriously, you're so inspiring. Tell me about this Prove You Exist event. That you had it last year, and you've got another one coming up.
Yeah. So this event for me, I believe that we live in a world right now where people put themselves in pockets with like-minded people or people that look similar, maybe by religion or race. Prove You Exist was about an event where people from all walks of life come together. Okay, and it's a place where we have different performers. So we have musicians, we have dancers, we have motivational speakers, people that all have a story. So the message that comes across is that regardless of who you are or what you look like or what you do, that you're 1 in 7 billion, you're one of a kind, and 2, to go after the gift that you was born with. Go after that calling in your life. Go and be that calling. But to get there it has to unite. I believe there's power in numbers. Right. So in my head I thought, you know what, let's create an event where we get all these communities that are trying to do good for their communities. Let's come together. Let's make a bigger impact on a bigger scale. Let's go global. My first event I had 60 people there.
60?
Yeah, and then my second event I had 200.
Wow.
200 people there. And each event, like, everyone that's came to that event have been like, Warren, that's life-changing. I haven't experienced anything like it before. So, which like each event is kind of like bigged up the next event. So my last event, my next event, which is in August, is going to be around 5,000 people attending.
So hold on, let's just break this down. Warren's first event was 60 people. You took it to 200. And now it's going to be 5,000. So you are going to be reaching those billions. Like when this guy talks about numbers, he ain't joking, ladies and gentlemen. He is not joking. He's on a serious mission. So that's going to be in August, you say?
Yeah. So we're looking to bring it out in around August time. It's not set. It's not a set date in August, but what I see in my head right now is August time. Because what I've done is that we've reached out to Eric Thomas's team, and because we want to get Eric Thomas to London.
Wow.
Because Eric Thomas he's got millions of followers. And I believe that if we bring Eric Thomas and his message that he sends is life changing. So people will come from Europe to come to the venue.
And see him,
yeah. So and I think bringing him to London, and obviously myself talking on stage and getting. I'm not sure if you know Sully Breaks as well. Yeah, he's a good spoken word artist, and I want to get people that are like-minded to bring them together, and to just 5,000 people, and for that, it's going to be on a huge scale.
Wow.
And
Will that be recorded?
Yeah, so it's going to be recorded. It's going to be professional. This event's going to be a professional.
I want people to view this. I want people that's not in the UK to be able to see. You know the type of events you're putting on and be inspired by these speakers.
Definitely.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and we've got talks of events happening in Dubai. We've got one in Chicago. We've got one in Manchester, England, Birmingham, England. We've got one in Bristol, England, and Oxford, England. And it's all from that first idea that was in my head first, and just sharing that vision with people, and realizing that people, like, if you show someone a vision and they agree with that vision, then numbers have power. So literally, I've got a team around me now where we're building leaders. Because my philosophy, I don't want followers, I don't want fans, I want to build leaders. I want you to know your worth.
Right, know their worth and pass on and get more and more.
Yeah.
Mini Warren inspired.
No, mini them. So it's just like, I believe we all have a gift. And when we come together, it works amazing. It works well. It's just knowing what your gift is and working on it. And working with other people to get it.
Well, I literally could talk to you all day because you just got you've got such a good message and you're so positive. Just about your family, like what your brothers and sisters, like how are they now? How's all the family and stuff now?
Do you know what? I believe that our past has affected my family a lot in a sense of confidence and just being able to break past that barrier that you can achieve more. So I believe that they're doing good, but they could do more.
They could do more. Do you try and inspire? Do they learn a few? Or they're like, oh, Warren, will get away from me.
Do you know what it's like? It's crazy because people that don't know me are like, Warren, you've inspired me. Warren, you've done this. But when it's your own family,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, when it's your own family, it's like they don't see you as the motivational speaker, or they see you as the mind mechanic. They see you as the brother or the son.
Yes.
So I'm at that crossroads. So I think with them, they have to see it with their own eyes for me to be able to be in a place where living my dream. Then they're like, okay, Warren can.
But your mum's got to be so proud.
Yeah, bless her. My mum is. Yeah, she is proud. Bless her.
She's got to be so proud of what you've achieved. So I mean, you've got so much going on. I know you've been giving away some personal training courses. So you've been training people to get be personal trainers and get work. And you've got this Prefix this Money Body Retreat. Yeah. What's that about? What's going on?
Yeah, first with Focus Fitness. I'm sponsored by Focus Fitness, and they're offering an amazing opportunity at the moment where they've got government funding to allow people a second chance in becoming a personal trainer. And like, I become a motivational speaker before I was that. I was a personal trainer.
Yeah.
They work.
See, everything happens.
Yeah, so they work hand in hand. And so with that, me being a personal trainer, I wanted to set up a mind and body retreat where I take certain individuals. So I take individuals to the countryside, so we go camping. There's no technology, no technology. I know. And the thing is as well, I use my phone, daily.
I was thinking of coming, but my heart nearly just stopped when you said that, mate. But
So no technology, no negativity, and it's pure self-development, understanding who you are, and what I give across is giving them the tools of understanding how to recondition your mindset so that you can live life on your terms.
Is it for a week? How long do you go away
for?
So
it's a 4-day retreat. 4 days. So Friday to Sunday.
And how many people are going?
We've got 12 people coming in February, but the next one's going to be 50.
Wow.
Then after that's going to be 150.
The number's just growing, right? I love it. 60, 200, 5,000.
Yeah.
What is it? 10, 12, bloody 50. It's amazing, man. Really.
Because I think in the past, before, I think most people fail in life not because they aim too high and miss, they aim too low and hit. So I thought, well, like with numbers, like if you aim high and you believe it, and just if you don't get there, you're still up here.
I think I read something that you said online, like you said some kind of statement, something about fail your way to success.
Yeah.
And I just love it because people are scared to fail and they're scared to make mistakes or scared to take that chances or ask that question. But as you say, you can fail and fail your way to success. I love it. Did you create that?
Yeah. What I noticed was from a child, like when a child learns to walk, you see a child, it doesn't just stand up and walk. And it doesn't just like fall over a couple of times and say, do you know what, walking's not for me. I'm gonna crawl for the rest of my life. If you can do that from the age of 2 where you fail your way to success, and the reason why I believe the reason why that baby doesn't give up is because there's no one around that baby
to tell them
that it's not going to
you're
do
never going to
it.
do it, you're never going to walk, or they would never get up again.
Exactly. So as soon as that child grows up and then maybe the people around them saying, no, you can't do that, that's not possible, then that's what alters their belief system, which makes them quit after 4 or 5 times.
A lot of people give up too much, but with someone like you, I just see that you just have no limits and you just go for it and you just believe, which is a great attitude to have.
Do you know what I think is your perception? I think like if I'm ever doubting myself, I look up, I spot a plane, and you think a heavy piece of metal to fly through the sky. What's not possible? When you look at things like that, it seems possible, and then I think a lot of people, they have to see it in order for them to achieve it. Me personally, I don't have to see it in order for me to achieve it because I know that I'm 1 in 7 billion and the way that my brain is wired is unique to the universe, to the world. No one has the same mindset as myself. And that goes with everyone.
I'll tell you what, guys, seriously, like time is against us, Warren. Do you know what? I could talk to him all day. You're going to have to come back on like after one of your retreats or close to the event as well, Pre-Vets. We've got to get you back on. Before you go, just tell my viewers where they can find out more about you and what you've got going on. Give them all your social media links.
Okay, so you ready for this? Okay, so my Facebook is Warren W. Ryan. That's my Facebook. I got my Twitter, it's Warren Ryan 22. And my website, which is currently being put out there, is warreninspireryan.com. Make sure you network with me because maybe I got something to help you and maybe you got something to help me. So get added and follow it, and I'll follow back as well, of course.
Guys, make sure you check this guy out. Warren,
Lovely
thank you so much for coming on. You've been amazing. Don't go anywhere. Okay, we're going to take a quick break and then I'm going to have to squeeze in another music video, some shopping tips for Valentine's and a couple of events. So see you soon, guys.
Been 1,000.
Okay, welcome back, guys. I'm still here gassing away with Warren in the studio. I love this guy. I love this guy. Okay, it's time for the last music video of the week. It's another international act. I've seen this guy live. He's known as Roots, and he's from Holland. Let's check out I'm Gonna Make It.
The only thing I'm seeing I'd like to put an amend on, perhaps a little more room here for the fixins. You know what I'm talking about?
Ooh, we're gonna have a lot of fixins?
We're gonna have so many fucking fixins up in this motherfucker. This shit's gonna go through the roof, man. Ah, damn, I'm shitting gold these days.
wanna make it. I wanna make it. I wanna make it. Woo. Mama, yeah, I wanna make it. Woo. Daddy, yeah, I wanna make it. Woo. Nigga, yeah, I wanna make it. I didn't sleep for a couple weeks, yeah, I'm a survivor. While I made this song, I got me some heads with so much saliva. That girl was a beauty, I don't know her name, but I can describe her. She had a big ass, needed a place to crash, I don't even like her. Living that single life and I won't lie, yeah, I feel amazing. Saka Zulu is voodoo and all my old teachers I probably hate it. I don't need nobody, yeah, only that money this nigga is chasing. I'm praying to God on my knees and my toes that I wanna make it. That I wanna make it. Higher than high heads. Blink with my eyes, I made 5 tracks. Aston Martin wanna drive black. In the future I will fly jet. Shit, shit. Nigga, you ain't about shit. Go make it while everyone doubt it. You think you will make it? I'm not even cocky, but baby, I'm sure. She just popped a molly and acting all crazy, yeah, there is the door. I didn't rehearse, I just met a nurse. She didn't know my name. Wanna fuck her 3,000 times. After we done, she called me Andre. Go.
Makes me wonder why the hell so many people are trying to tell me to slow down. Seems like motherfuckers should be shutting the hell up and enjoying the show.
I wanna make it. I wanna make it. I wanna make it. I wanna make it. Mama, yeah, I wanna make it. Daddy, yeah, I wanna make it. Nigga, yeah, I wanna make it.
Wow, that's Roots there. You can check him out online at Roots Corleone, I believe it's on Twitter, or I'll send a tweet to his link later on. Now I've just got enough time to squeeze in some events that are coming up that I'll be hosting. So on the 21st of February, I'll be hosting the UK Unsigned fundraising event. That's the 21st of Feb, and it will be at the Grange Museum. And we're going to be hosting that, some live acts, performances, and the introduction of a new live and interactive night. So we're looking for some artists to perform there. So check that out. More information will be online. On the 21st of March, I'm going to be hosting Women in Action. That's going to be at Maestro's Nightclub, formerly Zanzibar. So White Light Diva and Magnetic Energy Promotion, and it's going to be celebrating some of the UK's best artists and DJs, female ones. We're going to have Frederica Tibbs, Cassandra London, Bianca Jaguar, Zena Banks and Celia. Tickets are £10 more at the door. That's a night not to be missed, guys, Women in Action. And then I was up in Birmingham last week performing at the Drum at Leo Mohammed and Friends. Loved the venue, lovely crowd. And this Friday, they're in for a treat as Dibby's going to be up there. It's going to be Dibby and Friends, a Valentine's special. You can get 2 tickets for £25. You got G-Man there hosting and a singer, I believe that was on X Factor or something years ago. But some live performances and lovely Valentine's evening with Dibby. So I recommend that, guys. That's at the Drum, Birmingham. Birmingham, I almost got an accent there. Now, talking of Valentine's, have you guys got your treats in? My man better be getting my treat now, you know, you better be getting my presents in. But if you guys are a bit late, I've got some more shopping tips for you. This time it's from vouchercodes.co.uk, because you know I'm all about saving and sharing those tips with you. So you guys can go on at Valentine's. I don't know if you guys are a bit kinky, but Ann Summers has got 20% off up until Friday. 4 days left to get some treats there. You can get some lovely chocolates at Hotel Chocolate. They've got some sales on there. So I think it's 15% off there. Debenhams Flowers are doing 50% off on their flowers if you want to get those. Interflora's got 15% off. And again, guys, when you're buying these goods, remember, if you literally just go to Quidco first and type in Ann Summers or Hotel Chocolate, you'll get some cash back on top of those savings. So again, remember to use Quidco. What else have we got? We've got Fragrance Shop. They've got 15% off. We all need to smell nice, so get your ladies some perfume. 15% off in store and online. And what else can I give you guys? H. Samuel. They're doing 12% off up until Friday. So maybe you want to buy that special lady some jewellery. Again, do it via Quidco. I think they've got 20% off as well. So use Quidco, search vouchercodes.co.uk, and if you're going to get that special lady anything, at least you guys save something back in your pocket as well. So I hope you guys all have a great Valentine's. We're going to be coming to the end of the show, but before I go, any businesses, if you want to advertise or be on the show, send us an email, send us a tweet at That's What's Up UK, or email me at that'swhatsup@outlook.com. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I really did. I got to thank the Fusion Plus team, the family, Warren, Inspire, Ryan. Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you. And of course, Siraj Odukunle that opened the show earlier. If you want to find out more about any of the guests, just send us a message. I've been Melanie Gale. Good night.
Badu Magazine, Africa's #1 magazine with the best entertainment in the UK. Essential information on business opportunities, latest happening in the entertainment scenes, student parties, house of worship conferences, and much more. For advert placement and business listings, we are equally your #1. Get your copy now at our website at badumagazine.com and various outlets in and around Nigeria, UK, USA, and Canada.
Go and grab your copy now. Bedu ni hello. Bedu magazine. Bedu ni hello.
It's okay to lose control.